Assalamu alaikum and welcome to our class. Today's lesson focuses on a very important component in robotics and automation system, the L298 motor driver. This device allows us to control electric motors safely, efficiently, and precisely using microcontrollers such as Arduino. By the end of this lesson, you should clearly understand why motor drivers are necessary, how the L298 operates initially, and how it is used in real robotic system. Okay, let's begin with the slides now. Okay. So there's a very fundamental question that why do we need a motor driver if we have the relays? Relays also do the same type of things, right? So a microcontroller such an Arduino can output a very small voltage like 5 volt, but it can supply only a very small amount of current like 40 milliamps, right? In contrast, as even a small DC motor requires 100 milliamperes. So that is the main reason. And the relay also basically sort out some problems related to that current problems. But main issue was the direction. So direction of motor is very important. If you just imagine a car, Bluetooth controlled car, it should move left, right, forward and backward, right? So the forward, backward, and left, right things are impossible without this motor driver. Motor driver is the very essential for these movements. So basically, motor driver acts as low power interference between the low power devices and the high power devices. In simple terms, we can say that the microcontroller decide what should happen and the motor driver execute that decision using a sufficient electric power. All right. So this is how this motor driver looks. Let me show you a clear picture of that motor driver on the Google. Yes. So there are a few pins, right? So basically we can connect two motors at a time. If we are going to use the same combination, we can use the four motors at a time as well. So this is for the motor one, this is for the motor two, this is for the power supply. Like we are going to provide 12 volts from here, ground over here, and we can extract the 5 volt from here. So these pins are basically for the direction of motor. If we are going to supply 5 volt on this pin, the motor 1 should move clockwise. And if we are going to supply the if we are going to provide a supply on this pin, the motor 1 should move anti-clockwise. And the same with these two pins for the other motors. So this is basically the you can say that diagram or the pin layouts of this motor driver. So there are many other types of motor drivers as well, but most commonly use this L298N, and there is also a motor driver named as L293G. So it is very cheap, and these are the some specifications of motor driver over here that you can read. The like, what is model number, what is the maximum voltage, what is the maximum current, what is the logic voltage, and all the stuff. Okay. Let's move back towards the slide. Okay, so I have also mentioned all these things over here, like control 2DC motors, bidirectional. Bidirectional mean that you can rotate motors on the clockwise and anti-clockwise both. Okay, so important thing is that how basically L298N works. So working of L298 is based on the H bridge. So what is H bridge? Internally, the L298 operates using a configuration known as H bridge circuit, and H bridge allows current flows through a motor in either directions by controlling the direction of the current flow. We control the direction of motors. For each motor, two input pins are for the directions as I have shown you, and one enable pins is for the speed. If we are going to control the speed of motor, so we are going to provide a sufficient amount of voltage on a enable pin. So this is exactly same like we have already studied like PWM. So you probably remember that PWM is used for the speed control system, the pulse speed modulation. So basically, by using the PWM signal, the motor speeds can be adjusted smoothly rather than being simply turned and on and off. So this is the main fundamental foundation of this L298 10. So I have clearly explained the pin configuration, the use and working of that motor driver. Let me show you what actually the HP looks like. So for this, let's search H bridge. Okay. So in Ashbridge, basically there are four transistors or switches. So this is switch one, this is switch two, this is switch two, this is switch three, and this is switch four. So if we just turn on this switch and this switch, so current will flow like this. And if we just turn on the Q3 and Q2, the current will flow from here to here. So this is the VCC and this is the ground. Okay. So this is the main thing that basically helps us to control the direction of motor. So this is for the direction clockwise and this is for the direction anti-clockwise. So inside this L298N here, this is main H bridge. So H bridge is the main part of, you can say that L298 motor drive. So this is summary for the lecture, like how much PCC can we provide, how much output can we extract, and what are the enable pins, what are IN1 and IN2. Basically, I have clearly explained you that IN1 and IN2 basically control the motor A, or we can say that the motor 1, and IN3 and IN4 control the motor B. So we can join two motors from the one pin as well. So this is totally optional and totally depend on us. Okay. So for the enable pins, ENA1 and ENB, basically we can decide any pin on Arduino or microcontroller, and we have to allocate a PWM signal for that. So let me show you where are these enable pins. So this jumper, like the jumper 1 and the jumper 2, these are connected with the enable pins. We can remove that jumper as well, and we can use according to your own choice. Okay, so this is the basic mode code for motor direction. Okay, so as we have discussed the PWM, what actually PWM means, let's recall this. I have clearly explained that to you in the lecture room. So let's just recall that. Pulse width modulation basically means how much pulse is there to control, you can say that the speed of motor. Pulse mean jerk signal that is provided to the motors. Okay, so these values can be from 0 to 255. 255 is the maximum value on which the motor will rotate on maximum RPM, and 0 is the minimum. Obviously, motor will not move on that. So by varying these, you can see in the code I have mentioned. Yes, this is ENA 180. So 180 is the speed of motor. So how we are controlling the direction? Direction by pins like IN, you can say that. Yes, IN1 and IN2 and IN3 and IN4. So these are for the direction, and EN pins for the speed of motor. Okay, so we can also simulate that, but we are not going to do in this class. We will definitely do the practical of this class when we will come back to the school. So what are the applications? You can say that the line following robot, obstacle avoidance, smart homes, and conveyor belts, robotic arms and everything, they need the motor driver to operate. So these things will help you to troubleshoot what is the problem with the motor driver, what is why if it don't work, what is the reason basically behind that. So you should check the power supply. If the direction is working, you should basically try to see the enable pins. If motors are weak, use external power. Agar, like if somehow the chip is getting hard, so you can use the external heat sink as well. So the flyback diodes are inside that L298 diode, so don't worry about it. So these are some safety tips. We should not connect the motor directly to Arduino to prevent that. Obviously, Arduino can't provide a sufficient current, so that will definitely is going to burn the Arduino. So we should never exceed 2 amperes current per channel, and we should keep the wires short and connections tight, power cut off before device. So, so these are the few projects that we can do with this L298 driver. Definitely, we will do that in class. So here is a mini quiz. You can see that this is very simple, and the answers are there, so you don't have to worry about it. So this is a summary of our lecture, right? So let me recall a few things for you. L298 and or you can say that any motor driver is a basic fundamental or a basic need for the motors to operate. So how this is helping us? This is helping us in many ways, like it can help us to control the direction, speed, and precisely control of the motor. So alternative motor drivers enable a safe and effective motor control. We can say that it uses HV circuits to control the direction. PWM allows precise speed adjustment. This is essentially component in nearly all, you can say that the mobile robotic systems. So mastery of this concept is obviously very significant thing. Thank you for your attention. In next session we will definitely integrate a few, you can say that the sensors with the motor driver to build autonomous something like a light or something, a car like something. So that's it for today. Thank you so much.